Is your community searching to hire an economic development director? Well, if you are, we've got a 5-step checklist here to dramatically help you in 2 ways. Number one, it's going to get more good qualified applicants to apply if you follow this checklist. Number two, it's going to dramatically reduce your risk of making a bad hire. This is a 5-step. If you just follow, it's going to do those 2 things for you: get you more applicants and reduce your risk. My name is Chad Chancellor. I'm co-founder of Next Move Group. We do economic development executive searches, among other things. We must have done hundreds now. I'm talking from Florida to Maine to Washington and down. As I'm just sitting here thinking, if you just want to know our geography, Pinellas County, Florida, which is the St. Pete area, we hired their economic developer. Kennebec, Maine, Regional Development Authority, we hired their economic developer. Cheyenne, Wyoming, hired theirs. Right now, we're doing them in Oswego County, New York, because I don't know when you're watching this. You could be watching this 2 years from now. Literally all over the country. Learn from what we've learned from. Of course, we'd rather say an executive search, but some communities can't afford that. But let me tell you, if you're the chairman, you want to reduce your risk, and this 5-step checklist will do that for you. Number one, we're going to show you where to advertise this job. There are a few places you can advertise the job. You're going to get all the good economic development people across the country looking at it. I pretty much know them all. I'm in my 40s now, but when I was 28 years old, I was awarded the Service to the Profession Award from a huge national economic development organization because I started a young professionals group. Now, like I said, I'm in my 40s now. I was 28 back then. Well, I've kept, we started that group. I was the chairman of it. I've got them all over the. I now know everywhere you need to advertise these jobs. I'm going to give you 2 or 3 places you advertise that the good economic developers are going to see it. Next, we're going to teach you what to put in your job profile and what not to put in it. There are some phrases and sentences, if you put in that job profile, it's going to repel candidates, just like a repellent. There's some phrases and sentences, if you put in there, it's going to draw them in. You need to know what those are. We're also, the third thing we're going to do is teach you how to use technology to make your search process easier. After the pandemic, people are now used to videos just like this you're watching from me. Use these videos, use technology to dramatically reduce the time you spend working on this search. Technology can do a lot of work for you. The fourth thing we're going to teach you, this is going to dramatically reduce your risk, is where to find background checks and how to do them. You want to do credit, criminal, and financial. That's what you want to do. Credit, criminal, financial, and reference. You want to run checks on all of those. We're going to show you where to do it. We're going to tell you at what step in the process you want to do that. And lastly, we're going to give you interviewing tips. Let me give you a tip right here. You don't want to just interview a candidate in one setting. You're going to mess up. You're going to mess up. There are some of these people that are professional interviewers. They'll blow you away at the boardroom table. Then later on, you'll figure out you have made a mistake. You download this 5-step checklist. Listen, we want you to be successful. My story. I was raised poor in Mississippi. My dad worked at a Sunbeam plant. In 1992, Sunbeam closed that plant, moved it to China. My dad lost his job, as did his brothers and sisters in that little Mississippi town. Way before COVID, I saw what was happening by sending our jobs to China. We want you to be successful. If you hire a good economic developer, it's going to increase your odds of creating growth in your community so other families don't have to go through what mine did. We want you to be successful. Follow these 5 steps. You're going to get more applicants and you're going to reduce your risk.